Hi everyone and welcome in this new video tutorial. Today we are going to create an Elementor header in a responsive way, so it will be mobile, tablet, it will be sticky, and we are going to use Flexbox technology. And the best thing is that we are going to use this cool UI kit called Untitled UI. You will find the link in the description if you want to get the pro version of this big Figma UI kit. There is a ton of things that you can use for your project and looks pretty awesome. So let's start with the video. Hi everyone, so I'm going to show you what I'm using as a theme. I'm using a child theme of the Hello theme. You can also use only the Hello theme if you prefer. Then on the settings and features, make sure you have Flexbox container activated. On general, I usually disable the default colors and font. Click on Theme Builder, and then on Header, click the plus button to add a new header. So I will close this pop-up and then create my own header by clicking the plus button and clicking this little arrow here. So here we are going to add our elements. So click on the plus button, then select the container widget, add it here. And as you can see, I'm using the navigator. Right click here and then navigator to show the navigator. If you don't know what I'm using, just check the navigator. Every time is very useful. So follow along here, click on the plus button. Search for a widget, in this case the menu widget. Perfect. So now we have the menu widget here, right? We are going to click on this container and then duplicate it. So now we have two containers. Select the main container on the top and then select the direction right. Select the menu widget here and delete it. Right click, delete, and we are going to add our buttons here. So search for button, drag and drop the button widget, click on the button widget, right click, duplicate, and now we have two button widgets. Select the container of those buttons. You can select it from here, from the navigator, as you can see, and then again direction horizontal on the right, and then we are going to put the justify content on the end. In this case we have our structure right now. So here we put on the start by selecting this container, and now let's change the text of the buttons. So select the buttons and change the text very easily. Great. Now we have to change the menu, right? We don't have a menu on WordPress, so let's create it. Publish the page, add a condition, and select entire site. Save and close. Perfect. So let's get back to the WordPress admin panel. So I usually select this and WP dashboard and apply. So every time I exit from this, I get here. And then I'm going to appearance and menus, and I will start adding my menu. So in this case, I will call it main menu, or let's call it main one. Okay, great. So now I'm going to add all the pages. In this case, I'm going to add custom links because I don't have pages. In your case, you can use pages instead. As you can see now, I'm adding all my pages. Okay, so I added everything, save the menu, and now we should go back to our header. Make sure the menu is saved. Okay, we have saved it. So we are going now Elementor, sorry, templates, theme builder, and Elementor header. Here is it. Click on it and then edit. Great. So now click on this little icon and change the name of this template, header template. I will call it menu 1. And as you can see anyway, we have added our menu and it's displaying right here. So let's go and add also the logo. Click on this container here, click on this icon and select the site logo widget. Drag and drop it here. And now we are going to style it. I'm going to select the pixel instead of percentage and then give him a width. In this case, we're going to select again the container and then we are going to select the direction again on the right, and now we are going to change the order of it. So very easily from the navigator, as you can see, we can select the site logo, drag and drop it on the top, and now the order is correct. So let's see the preview. Great, looks like the structure is done. Select the main container, and then you can play with the width if you want. So you can select the width you want here. I will keep it like this for now. I will change it later. And here you can have it also full width if you want. And as you can see, it's taking the full width of the whole website. Great. So now we are going to try and style everything. For the design, I'm using Untitled UI. As you can see, I'm putting the link in the description to get this big UI kit. I'm saving now the logo because I want to add a logo here. I'm using the UI kit logo. So first update this template, and let's edit the menu by changing the styling of the menu. So basically I get here on the design and the UI kit settings, and I check like you know, the font size and everything. So with this clicked, go on style, check typography, and of course start adding the typography. In this case I'm going to use Inter, and the size will be 16 pixel. The weight will be let's see, semi-bold 600. Okay, and we also need to change the color, right? So let's see what is the color here. So I'm going to copy the code, the color code right here. Wait, where is it? Okay, not here, sorry, but here in the text color. Here is it, and now the menu items looks like the design, right? We don't have drop downs, but anyway, let's go to the buttons, and again select the main color of the button, copy the code, and let me go first of all on the hover, because I want to make the color hovering effect here on this menu. As you can see, now the text is changing the color, and I'm going also to remove the underline because I don't like it very much. So I'm going to remove it, so no. And now, as you can see, everything is working fine. Mouse hover effect, and now is the turn of the buttons. Click on the buttons here and start styling it. So the first one actually doesn't have like a background, right? It's just looks like a simple menu item. So I select it here on the design, and then I just keep, you know, adding the styling. So style it very quickly. On style, change the color of the text. Perfect. And then we also need to change the background color, right? So the background type, it's basically on the bottom. Here is it. If you want, you can disable it, but if you disable it, I see usually that the color doesn't change. So I usually enable it, select a white color as background, or you can even make it transparent so you're sure that there is no background. So I usually do this. And then you can change the typography to Inter, of course. I usually use, you know, general setting for the fonts and everything, but in this tutorial we are going to basically set up each item so it's faster. Great. So here is it, and the design looks the same. Let me try to check the font size and everything. Yeah, so everything is correct. Great. So I'm going to copy, right click, and paste the style also on the sign in button, and then, you know, change the background by clicking here. We are going to paste the color. So I'm going to get the color from the design again. If I remember, here is it. And okay, so we have this color here, and is the normal color. Perfect. We need to make the text white, and the hover effect, we need to change it to darker color. So I'm going to select the color icon here, and then on Figma, this UI kit can also have the how can I call it, the state, right? So the state could be in hover, and as you can see now it's darker. So I'm going to get this color here and copy and paste it. So you can play around here. As you can see, there is a lot of option in this UI kit. Anyway, let's go back and paste the darker color. And now when I mouse over on the sign in button, as you can see, there is the mouse over effect. That's great. So perfect. Let's see the preview, and everything looks really cool. Maybe the design is not exactly the same, but we will fix that in a moment. So click on the first button, check the hover effect. I'm going to change the text color again to the violet so that you actually have also the login mouse hover effect. And then the logo. Let's change the logo now. So update the template. And you need to click on this little burger menu here on the left. Wait, click again and make sure it's boxed. Let's say I want to make it boxed right away. So let's see what the Figma has as width, right, of the menu width. So I'm selecting the menu width, and as you can see, is it 1440, and I will do the same here. So I will add 1440. And now I want to change the logo, right? So save the template first, then go on the top left burger menu, site settings, and then you're going to change the site identity. And here's site logo, and I'm going to upload my logo. So I'm going to use the untitled logo, and then you need to click update to see the change. Close this with this X button so you get back to the template, and as you can see now we have our logo, right? But the size is not correct. So let's click on the container now, and then I'm going to check the center, right? The align center. So the logo is now centered vertically. Then the width of the logo, we are going to set it up. Let me check the design. So if I select the logo here, it's giving me on the top right the width, and is 142, and I'm going to add here 142 pixel. As you can see now the logo is correctly sized, and going to update again. Now let's click on the button here and go on style and border radius. We're going to change it to 8. I don't remember if it's actually 8, but yep, it's actually 8. And then we are going to add the padding, right? I'm going to try to add the same padding here as the design on Figma. As you can see, I unlocked the linked, so I can change the values for each input box. Again, let me check this. So I'm checking the font because it doesn't really look the same. Probably the pixel padding on the web browser is not actually looking the same. Anyway, I think the line height of the font is the problem here. Anyway, I don't want to lose time, so I'm going to try and reproduce this design by adding some pixels. So again, click the button and try to play around with the padding. Okay, so I think I will set it like this. It looks a little bit more like the Figma in this case. And then I'm going to try and check again here the font sizing, everything is correct. So let's see the preview. It looks a little bit better. Okay, take your time and make it same as the design if you want to get the same exact design. So I'm going to update this, and then I'm going to check now this little border here, and the little border is a gray color. So I'm going to click here and get the color code and basically go back to WordPress, and then select the main container, and you can go on style and add a border. So unlock the link here and add a one border, and then select solid border. And now we can change the color of that solid border in the color code we just got, the gray one. So now if I check the preview, we have a little gray line here at the bottom that looks really nice. So open again the option update here, go on the bottom left icon for the mobile and tablet version, and now you can select this menu here and make it full width. advanced, select the center to align itself, and that's great. Now if I click on it, the menu is coming down. Here is the preview. Great. So now let's change the settings. Click on this icon here, okay, right click, copy, select the container, the right container, and then right click, paste. Now we have our icon here, our menu icon. If you click on it, it's still working, right? And it's still getting the same menu. So I'm going now to select here on text align center, so that when I click on it, you should see it in the center, right? Not sure why there is not the right alignment, but for now we're going to use the center. Click on this icon here, go on the advanced tab, and here on the responsive, make sure hide on mobile. And we also need to hide on tablet. So make sure this is on, hide on tablet is on, perfect. Now let's click on the mobile version here on the top. As you can see now, we need to click on the container, the first container, make it full width, and then we are going to set a percentage. But first do the same thing to the second container here. So now both of them are full width, and we can set them to be on the same line. So click now this menu item, advanced, responsive, and make sure this is not hidden on mobile, but hide it in the desktop version only, like that. So make sure this is on. Perfect. So let's make sure this menu item here is hidden correctly. So again, click on it and go on advanced, responsive, and make sure tablet and mobile is hidden. Now click on the first container, and here select percentage and change it to make it fit on one line. So first we will try with 50%, select the second one, percentage, and again 50%, okay. So we need to play around here a little bit because it's a little bit complex. So I'm trying to change the values here by selecting the first and the second container, and as you can see now we have everything on the same line. Let me see the preview. We have still some problems because looks like the content is too large, and we are going to change a few things. So first of all, the logo is too big. So I'm going to click the logo, and I'm going to Figma to export only the icon. So on the mobile version, I can show only the icon. Export PNG and select, the settings. I'm going to export the logo mark. Back to WordPress, and I will be adding an image widget. Just drag and drop it here somewhere and go on the navigator to make sure it's in the correct order, like this. So now it's in the correct order. I'm going to click on it and import my logo mark. Select, and now same thing, we need to change the pixel sizing of this and make it a little bit smaller. Great. I'm going to take the main logo and hide it on the mobile version, right? So hide it on the mobile version only, and then we are going to select the new logo, the logo mark, and hide it on responsive, on the desktop and tablet version, okay? So the preview will be this, as you can see. Now make sure the logo has a link to the main site. So click on the logo, link, custom URL, and then click on dynamic tag and site URL, so that when you click on the logo here, you get to the home page, right? Perfect. So select the second container and let's fix stuff here. So as you can see, we played around a little bit with the width, and we still have problems. The problem is the item inside of it. So we are going to change the item inside of it and make them a little bit smaller. Again, I'm trying, you need to test here, and as you can see, this is already a lot smaller, and in this case we are going to reduce the buttons in it. So click on the first button, content, style, and let's change the padding first, right? So I'm reducing the padding on the top, right, left, and bottom. Oops, this is too much. So you need to actually play around a lot with this to find the best sizing. Okay, so once you found it, like this. I'm going to remove for the second button here, the login button, the padding. So add 0 because there is no, no padding needed. So we save space. Going to click on the first container, second container, again playing with the width. Here is it. Okay, and now with the container selected, make sure the alignment is correct. As you can see from the preview, the alignment is not correct. So container selected, go on align items and center it. So now they are really nicely centered. As you can see now, everything is centered, right? So we had to play a lot to get to this result, but I'm going to show you, if you want perfection, how to actually make it work better. Because as you can see, the percentage doesn't really make sense here because there is a lot of spacing on the elements. So we are going to clean the space of the main container first. So click on the main container, advanced, and make sure there is no padding. And here now it's better because we don't have padding of the main container. We have more space for our container inside. So now let me try to reduce this. There is some default spacing still somewhere, so click on the main container and go on layout and make 0 gap between elements. And now we are removing all the gaps. Okay, we need to select the container. Now if I try to add 80 and here I try to add 20, it's perfectly fitting the header. This problem we just got is because of the default spacing Elementor adds to all the containers. So you need to clean them up like we just did. So now if you go on tablet, everything looks great. On desktop, everything looks great. Again, tablet, mobile, you can switch between them and check it, and looks really nice. Make sure you save the template and then select the main container, advance, and go on motion effect, sticky, and put it to the top. Update the template again. Make sure you have the container selected. On style, change the background color to white and update. Great. Now you can view, exit and view the page. So I'm going to view a test page I made, and as you can see, I cannot scroll much because I don't have enough content, but as you can see, it's sticky, right? It's following you. A problem that we are seeing right now is this. Look like the menu, it's a little bit bugged. So let's edit that again and select this container here, change the width, okay, of it like that. Then we need to select this other one and make sure everything that is bigger than the right one, right? So here I'm going to add a 40% just to make things a little bit more clear, and 60%. And if I update and test this, everything now will work correctly. Let's try it right away. And here you go. Now it's working. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.